installing NetDocs on the computer, I think is fairly easy. First thing I would do is restart the computer so there is nothing running, and really we're worried about Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, Adobe, stuff like that. I'm going to download ND Office. I am going to download ND Mail. Now, you should have gotten a batch file from us. However, I've also created 2 generic batch files. These batch files basically prevent Microsoft from disabling all the NetDocs plugins, that sort of thing. Just set up the settings that we generally do. So there is a general batch file. If you're in Canada, you'd use the Canadian data center. If you're using the US version of NetDocs, the US data center. So we'll download that batch file as well. All right, and so in my downloads, let's come over here. We have things. So the first thing that we will do is run ND Office. Install, yes. All right, see, the cool thing here is because we're running the EXE and not the MSI, it's installing all the prerequisite software that you need this thing to install. If you're running the MSIs, you would need to install Microsoft Visual Studio separately. Also, you should have Adobe installed if you're using Adobe. If not, you will need, NetDocs will detect Adobe and it'll install it. All right, so we've installed ND Office. We're going to come over here, we're going to run ND Mail setup. We'll install ND Mail. I agree. Install. Yes. All right, ND Mail is installed. Now let us unzip this batch file here. All right, to run the batch file, right-click, Run as Administrator. Yes. There we go. Now, ND Office is here, but because we've run the batch file, you're really supposed to restart your computer. I'm going to cheat and just close this. Come back in. How do I know this properly installed? If we come over here to ND Office, click on the gear and go to Settings. As long as you see 14 here, Backup Retention 5, you know the batch file installed. That is how you install NetDocs on the computer. Now, once you click Login here, you've got to be able to log into a NetDocs account.